I tracked all of my purchases for 1 week to not only see how much I spend in a week, but also how many points I earn in a typical week with 14 credit cards. I'll be going through each transaction by listing what I bought, how much it costed me, the card I used, and finally, how many points I earned from it. Then at the end, I'll add everything up to see how much I spent in 1 week and also how many points I earned from that spend. I figured this was a great time to make this video as I'm not working on any sign-up bonuses at the moment since I just finished my Hilton business card sign-up bonus and I'm not planning on getting another card for at least another month. In my hand is every single credit card that I own, but I'm actually running a pretty simple setup, so I'm just going to focus on the cards I actually use throughout the week. Starting off with the Blue Business Plus, which I'm running as my catch-all card to earn 2x Amex points on miscellaneous spending. I found that Amex points have been really useful to me when redeeming for travel, so I really value this currency, and that's why I'm using this card over the Chase Freedom Unlimited and Capital One Venture X card. I'm also pairing my Blue Business Plus card with the Amex Gold card to earn 4x points on food, more specifically dining and groceries. This may be one of my most used cards, and it definitely was through this past week since I went down the shore for the 4th of July with my friend group and we went out to eat a lot. The Chase Freedom Flex is the third card in my wallet and I'm currently using it to earn 5x Chase points at gas stations and 3x Chase points at drugstores. I know this card kind of gets a bad rep, but honestly, I really just like being able to earn elevated rates in some of my top spend categories. Yes, obviously it would be better if it ran like the City Custom Cash where you would earn 5x points in your high spend category, but still, the Chase Freedom Flex is really solid. I'm also utilizing the Amex Business Prime card to earn 5% cash back on Amazon, and I use Amazon quite a bit for just about anything because I hate going out in public. And lastly, the Chase Ink Unlimited to earn 1.5x Chase points on miscellaneous business spending. I use this card for all my expenses from this YouTube channel, such as video and thumbnail editing software and stuff like that. I'm going to make a more in-depth video soon about all these cards I plan to utilize for Q3 of 2025, but now onto the transactions themselves. On day one, I technically only had one transaction, and that was through Venmo, paying my friend for pizza he got, costing me $5.40. And this went straight through my checking account, meaning I got no points from this purchase. Although I also put some orange juice on my card for my friends, if you know what I mean. The total for that was $180.10, and I paid for it with my Amex Blue Business Plus, earning me 360 Amex points. This wasn't any of my spend though, so I won't count it towards the money spent total, but I will count it towards the points earned total. On day two, I had 3 transactions, and the first one was for a brunch at a place called the Pink Cadillac Diner in Wildwood, where I got a bacon cheeseburger, and this ran me $27.60. I paid for this with my Amex Gold card, earning me 110 Amex points. But that was just for my portion of the bill. My friend's portion was another $191.40, which earned me an additional 766 Amex points. So for spending $27.60 on my Amex Gold card, I got a total of 876 Amex points, which technically means I earned 31 points per dollar on that transaction. The second one was later that day when we went out to a restaurant in Cape May called Acamia. Hopefully I don't receive too much hate for this, but I'm not really a huge fan of Italian food, so all I got was a basket of bread, which at the restaurant they charge you for, so this costed me $7.60. Again, I paid for this with my Amex Gold card, earning me 30 Amex points. But as I was in a big group, I actually made out like a bandit because my friend's collective portion of the bill was $296.18, earning me an additional 1,185 Amex points. So doing the same calculation, I spent $7.60 and earned 1,185 Amex points, which means I earned 155 points per dollar on this transaction. And just for a side note, I'll be putting a dollar value to these points later on in this video if you're a bit confused on how much these points are actually worth, so no need to worry. But for my last transaction of day 2, I got my girlfriend an armband from a shop in Cape May called Sunshine Daydream. This ran me $19.19, and I paid for it with my Amex Blue Business Plus card, earning me 38 Amex points, with this card earning 2x points on everything. On day 3, I also had 3 transactions, with the first one being from McDonald's, where I got pancakes and sausage for breakfast, costing me $6.34. I paid for it with my Amex Gold card, earning me 25 Amex points. I also put my friend's order on my card and had him Venmo me. This was an additional $8.18, earning me 33 more Amex points. So for spending just $6.34, I earned 58 Amex points, meaning I earned 9 points per dollar on this transaction. The second thing I spent money on day 3 was ice cream I got from Coors Bros churros on the Wildwood Boardwalk. I got a chocolate peanut butter swirl, and it was pretty dang good. So this ran me $7.50, and I paid for it with my Amex Gold card, earning me 30 Amex points. Lastly, for day 3, I sent $3 to my friend via Venmo because we were doing low stakes betting with playing cards. And this obviously didn't earn me any points, but it did earn me some fun. On day 4, I had 2 transactions, with the first one being the purchase of The Psychology of Money audiobook on Audible. This ran me $7.45, and I paid for it with my Amex Blue Business Plus, earning me 15 Amex points. And the second transaction of day 4 was at CVS, where I got some snacks, which ran me $7.29, and I paid for this with my Chase Freedom Flex, earning me 22 Chase points. Yes, finally a card that's not an Amex card. On day 5, there was 2 transactions, with the first one being at Wawa, where I got even more snacks. I think I got some Lifesaver gummies and a Celsius. And if you can't tell by now, I love me some snacks. But this ran me $7.34, and I paid for this with the Chase Freedom Flex, earning me 37 Chase points. And that's because this card earns 5x points at gas stations this quarter, and Wawa counts as a gas station, so yeah. Then later on day 5, I got more ice cream at a place my girlfriend and I like in Wildwood called Hassles. And boy was that line a hassle, but anyways. Ice cream for me and my girlfriend ran me $16.76, and I used the Amex Gold card, earning me 67 Amex points. On day 6, I had 3 transactions, with the first one being my Adobe subscription. This gives me access to Premiere Pro and Photoshop, which I use to edit my videos and thumbnails. This runs me $17.05 every month, and I run it through my Chase Ink Unlimited, earning me 26 Chase points. I also got me and my girlfriend breakfast at a place called Bagel Time Cafe, which ran me $15.25, and I also put this on my Amex Gold card, earning me 61 Amex points. This place was a bit overpriced because I'm pretty sure we both only got one bagel each, and she got a coffee, but $15, come on. Lastly, for day 6, I filled my truck up on gas at Wawa, costing me $34.03, as I already had half a tank. I used the Chase Freedom Flex, earning me 170 Chase points. And on day 7, I actually only had 1 transaction, but it was a bigger one for sure. I saw that it was Amazon Prime Week, and I've been needing to buy a luggage set for a while now, so I figured that it was the perfect time to do so. I also got a 12-pack of Celsius and creatine gummies, which were both on sale as well. Altogether, this ran me $126.88, and I used my Amex Business Prime card to earn me $6.34 in cash back. So after going through every transaction for this past week, I'm now going to add up the total amount of points and cash back I earned from each lender. Then I'll reveal how much money I spent and how many points I earned from it. And on top of that, I'll be calculating my overall return on spend for all of these transactions. In total for Amex, I earned 2,721 Amex points from $107.69 of my own spend, meaning my return on spend on the Amex side for this past week was 25 points per dollar. And as I value my Amex points at a minimum of 2 cents per point, I actually netted a 50% return on spend from Amex, which equates to a value of $54.42. Moving on to Chase, I earned a total of 255 Chase points from $65.71 of spend. This equates to a return on spend for my Chase points of 4 points per dollar. And as I also valued my Chase points at 2 cents per point, I netted a 8% return on Chase, which equates to a value of $5.10. I also earned a total of $6.34 of cash back through my Business Prime card from $126.88 of spend, which obviously equates to a 5% cash back return on spend, since that's what the Business Prime card earns. But now it's time for the grand total. In the last week, I spent $308.68, and from that spend, I've accumulated 2,721 Amex points, 255 Chase points, and $6.34 of cash back. And with my point valuation of 2 cents per point on average, this gives me a total cash value of $65.86. So for the entire week, I averaged a 21% return on my spend. Obviously, this is a bit skewed due to the fact that I earned points on other people's spending, but also I think it just goes to show how powerful putting your card down when eating out with friends is. You're making it easier for your server and your friends by putting the bill on your card, and you get rewarded for it in the form of cash back or credit card points. But that's all I have for y'all today. This was pretty fun to sort of audit my spending and also see how a basic 2x catch-all card and a couple elevated earning cards can still earn a decent amount of points. Now obviously nothing will beat the return on spend from spending towards a sign-up bonus, but for the people that just want a simple setup, it's not impossible to get some good returns on spend. I'd love for y'all to keep the conversation going in the comments below about what your daily setups are looking like like when you aren't working towards a sign-up bonus, and also how much you spend in a typical week. If you guys want to apply for any of these cards, I have links in the description where you can apply for them while also supporting the channel. Thank you guys in advance. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you enjoyed the video, because just like credit card points, it's free. Apparently only 8% of you guys are subscribed, so let's try and get that number up a bit. If you want to see 13 lessons I learned from my credit cards, watch this video next. Also, YouTube thinks you'll like this video. I wish you all the best, and I'll see y'all in the next one.